again. Anyways, so that'll, when it does link, that'll get you into both of their channels. So yeah, as you can see, CobaltStreak slightly good at this game. He's using his 338 no save file. That's no joke. He's 338 no. That's no joke. For anybody new to this that doesn't know CobaltStreak, what's wrong with you? B, go follow the man, and C, start learning some things, because dude knows what he's doing. So he's actually using that save file. He made a backup of it because this isn't going to count towards his streak. So basically, for those wondering, if he does die during the race, that does not count against him as a death. He's got this save file backed up. The league goes by completely different rules than what he uses. So keep that in mind. Like, it wouldn't be fair for him to have to keep using that save file. So he's made a backup. If he does die in the races, that does not count against him. Keep that in mind. So in the races, again, on that note, if somebody does die, they just have to restart. It's all about timing at that point. It's just, you know, it's crap luck if you die, basically. So, easy way to get there. You should be able to follow both channels off of this page if it links. It's not going to link. There you go. Rao's got the link for you. Hey, there, Spazbot, listen. Awesome. But there you go. Raugan's got the link to Cobalt's channel for you. The other easy way, if I could remember what I'm doing, is League. There we go. The other easy way is go to that the top link on the League here. There we go. The follow the 12 racers easily. If you go to that Isaac Races page, that'll actually have a follow all button. It'll follow everybody on this team. So all 11 racers that are still in, along with myself, are on that team. So it'll make it easier to kind of follow everybody, get it all in line. The other thing to bring up, FullMetalGambit screen on the right, I'm going to hear this all night, is, oh my god, it's so pixelated and it's laggy, blah, blah, blah. He's playing on a laptop, and he's casting at the same time. So, again, it's going to look slightly less good than Cobalt's does. Cobalt's casting at 720p, FullMetalGambit's at 240p, if that tells you anything. So, yes, it looks different. No, there's nothing strange about that. I'm recapturing 2 streams, so... As you can see, both of these racers are just about ready to get going here. If either can hear me, you guys are good to go anytime, by the way. So feel free. I know you guys are on a Skype call, so feel free to call your own start. Again, let me explain really quick. What goes on is being that I am recapturing both of their streams. If you guys are at that Game Fetch link, you'll probably see them start on a little bit better timing. But since they are on a Skype call, they will start at the exact same time. But you're probably going to see them start at different moments because of just lag between me and one of the 2 chats, or one of the 2 channels. It's just how it happens. As weird as it is, it's just how it happens. So again, they will start at the exact same time. It just may not look like it, so keep that in mind. Again, they are good to go absolutely anytime. Awesome. Let me make sure that they can do that. We are good to go, guys. Just to make sure that they can see that. There we go. So good luck to both of them, obviously. Again, we have CobaltStreak on the left. We have FullMetalGambit on the right, who ironically, his name is getting cut off, so it looks like FullMetalGambit. Nonetheless, that's FullMetalGambit on the right. I find that hysterical. Oh, man. Good stuff, good stuff. And there we go. Looks like we are off and running. So again, we race down to the womb 2. Whoever takes out Mom's Heart first gets a win. We do a best of 3, so you need 2 Mom's Heart kills. Again, we also have a Magic D250 roll. Wow, great start for CobaltStreak with Blood of the Martyr. Not the greatest of things. The Anarchist Cookbook for FullMetalGambit. Yep, he's going to be... Oh, he's turned his music on. That's what he's doing. I was going to say, it looks like he's going to reset right off the bat, but apparently not. So basically, yeah, FullMetalGambit. No, I find that hysterical, though. Anyways, like I was saying, CobaltStreak picked up some damage up with, health up now after his boss. Wow, that got close. I'm surprised he didn't kill that fly before he picked up the health, but CobaltStreak already moving on. We are at 40 seconds. He's already done with his first floor. 40 seconds for a floor, guys. Case in point. So at the moment, Gambit not far behind him fighting Steven, so he's got a 50-50 chance of what item he's going to wind up here. By the way, I also saw GQ. What's up, man? And he is just about done with his. Cobalt, however, flying through his basement 2 floor already, so again, already in the lead for Gambit. He winds up with a more common item off of that boss, Little Steve, so he's going to get a follower with homing shots. Definitely not a bad thing. The other item he could have gotten would have been the Steven Tumor, which would have been, I believe, +2 damage. Full Metal Bambi. Oh, we're gonna have some good nicknames for Gambit after tonight. This is gonna be good stuff. I like it, I like it. Anyways, CobaltStreak in his item room just got the Yum Heart. That will heal him for half a red heart. Is it half or one full one, guys? I forget. I'm terrible. We'll find out right here. He'll use it after this room. Ooh. Yeah, he's not taking that dead cat. It is a full heart. Okay, I'm not nuts. So I believe every 4.5 or 6 rooms that will recharge. If you get the habit, however, you will technically be invincible until the Womb 1. So, well, unless you get the wafer, then you're just flat out invincible. So keep that in mind. That is actually a pretty good item, even though it seems kind of crappy. If you get the right things with it, it's beautiful. And there's the oh-so-wonderful Balls on Chin health up for CobaltStreak. So he's building even more of a carry build at the moment. It is 6 rooms? Awesome, I'm not crazy. Okay. Yeah, you dream about some weird things, Ataku. I'm just gonna put that out there. You have weird dreams, bro. Alright, so it looks like Gambit gets Famine as the second boss. By the way, almost any of the horsemen will always give you a cube of meat as your reward for finishing him off. The only exceptions being Conquest and the Headless Horseman will both give you the flying horse mounts, basically. Different types, but they will both give you flying. Hey, what's up, Ice Shatter? How you doing tonight? And again, what's up, everybody? It's going to be kind of hard for me to call everybody out by name from here on out, just because I am watching 2 races. By the way, when you see the champion version of, I can't think of the name now, Famine, that CobaltStreak is fighting on the left. This one kind of, you can see it sliding at a bit more of an angle there, and then once it pops in as just the head, you can see how many more shots it puts out. This is definitely not the nicer version of this boss. There's Gambit's Cube of Meat, there's Cobalt's Cube of Meat, and both will be moving on very quickly here. So again, Gambit and CobaltStreak both moving on to the caves at about the 3.5 minute mark, just barely shy at 3.5 minutes. Wow, that would have been the second piece of Guppy for CobaltStreak, and he's passed both of them up. Mind you, Guppy's tail, not really so good to take, especially in a race, because you're probably not going to find keys. And to get into your item rooms, you desperately need them. So unless you're built with keys, you don't take that. Let alone, you definitely don't take the dead cat as your first item in a race. That would have dropped him down to 1 red heart and given him 9 lives, all of which with 1 heart, no matter how many he built up on each previous life. So those aren't items you want to take, but if you build 3, you become a full-on Guppy, which is a ridiculously overpowered grouping of items. Yeah, exactly. It's more of a full clear, all your rooms on the floor type of an item, like all of those are. Now, if you start off good with your Guppy items, maybe in a race, you consider taking the dead cat. Maybe. But that's still a really big stretch. Then again, being full bore Guppy is really overpowered, so you never know. Ooh, very nice. So there's the odd mushroom for FullMetalGambit, so he gets his fire rate capped out. I believe you also drop damage by 1 at that point, though. But then again, with the extra tier rate, not so bad. And there's the scapular for CobaltStreak on the left. I almost called him Full Metal. CobaltStreak gets the scapular. When you get down to half a red heart, or if you ever do, that will actually spawn a full soul heart for you. Now, in combination with that and the Cursed Skull trinket, you can actually basically be invincible. You just have to get through rooms without ever getting hit to complete them. And it gets to be kind of a pain in the butt. But you can actually make yourself invincible with that combination. I was going to say, hopefully that's just your internet, Crux, because I've not dropped a single frame yet, thankfully. Alright, looks like Chad fight for CobaltStreak. And looks like Gambit's right at his boss as well, so these two are pretty neck and neck right now. It's been kind of back and forth. Gambit got to this floor first, but Cobalt's found both his item room and his boss here beforehand. So far we have 2 incredibly quick races going on. We're only at the 5.5 minute mark, by the way. Ooh, speaking of that Headless Horseman, Gambit looks kind of happy about the fact that he's going to be able to fly after this boss. That is not a bad boss to find right now. So it looks like CobaltStreak most likely going to wind up with Little Chad off of this as his reward. Again, not the greatest thing. That'll drop red hearts every couple of rooms. Will actually be useful should he ever get hit, but Cobalt doesn't tend to get hit that often, so this is kind of a useless item for him. I always find it funny when you get stuck with something like this. Like for me, if I run the Blue Baby, I always wind up with this item. Ooh, God Room for Cobalt. Ooh, and the Dead Dove, so spectral shots and flying for him. So both characters, or both racers, are going to be able to fly here, starting off caves too. Very nice. Absolutely, I can guess. Or Kiss, sorry. Screwed that name up. Wow, so Gambit gets a double room there after being able to fly. Game Fetch Link coming up if I could spell. Let's try that again. There we go. Oof. So Guppy's Paw on the mark for Full Metal Gambit. He's going to take the mark. So damage up. I forget what else comes on that, but he loses a couple of red hearts off of that, keep in mind. So he is down at that sketchy 1 red heart. Got a few soul hearts to block him, but definitely living in Sketchville. At least he can fly at the moment, too. But with that damage up, it will definitely help him. Cobalt's found his item room and now finds the key. Thankfully, he can fly. So he'll be right back. Where are we going to go? Oof. Deck of cards. Again, not the worst thing ever. Stars card will teleport Cobalt directly into his next item room if he wants to use it there. Yeah, this is a really good head-to-head race going right now, guys. We are at the 7-minute, 20-second mark. Gambit's got a timer on his screen. And both are already ripping through their caves, too. Again, CobaltStreak cleared a few more rooms in his caves, too, but that doesn't mean that he is in the lead by any means. Gambit can find both his item room and his boss fight connected, for all we know. Then again, so could Cobalt in about 2 seconds. Again, it's really random in this game. Oh, I'm with you on that one, Schwer. How do I want to phrase this? The deck of cards, you can't really get anything bad, per se, out of. It's just not that useful all the time, because I tend to get cards that I don't really have any use for, instead of, let's say, you know, I can't think of the name of it. I was going to say Balls of Steel. Hierophant. The one that gives you the 2 soul hearts. Like, instead of getting that all the time, it'll give me, like, you know, I don't know, teleport into my item room on the womb when there is no item room, so it turns into a random teleport card instead. Just complete crap. Or, yeah, the Fool card constantly. Exactly, Mr. TJ. Just randomness that has no meaning to me will happen. So Cobalt about halfway through his Wretched fight already. Gambit's still looking for both his item room and his boss fight here on Caves 2, so now I can definitely go ahead and say Cobalt's in the lead. Although, again, not by too much. That is true. Schwer makes another good point. You can actually utilize teleport cards like the Fool Stars card like Cobalt has. And by the way, there's more health up for Cobalt. So he's sitting pretty on his health at the moment, and on to the Depths 1. Oh man, he's been getting the peeper on every run tonight. That's the 3rd time I've seen Cobalt get that tonight. He did 2 runs at least before this, and both had the peeper in it. So that's hilarious, but you can see what it does. It's basically like Peeps one eye, or 2 eyes that go flying around the room. It'll do damage to everything but you. And there's Gambit's boss room. Question is he willing to go through this other door and try to find his item room, or will he want to catch up to Cobalt? Because he knows full well, or I'm sure most racers at this point probably know full well that Cobalt will skip item rooms if he doesn't find them first. Cobalt does not care. If he has a build that he's okay with, he will skip right onto that boss and then right onto the next floor. So there is a lot of strategy involved when you're playing against Cobalt, because he will think this one through. And Gambit down to that 1 heart right now. So again, this is why it's kind of sketchy to buy some things in Devil Deals. But then again, the benefit from the damage up might outweigh it from time to time. That 2 of clubs will double up the amount of bombs Gambit has, so he's up to 8. And looks like Gambit's going to say, screw it, take out his boss. And now we'll find out if he's willing to go back and look for his item room as well still. Looks like Cobalt's going to spend his 2 pennies. Hoping for something. No such luck, and no trinket for, for CobaltStreak. I have hiccups again, pardon me. Oh, excuse me, sorry about that again. And yeah, so far tonight, nobody's died at all? Yeah, and that 2nd Stars card already. So the only cards, like I said, the CobaltStreak was getting are ports into his item rooms. After this floor, that's pointless for him. But wow, has he found his boss fight quickly again. So those Stars cards in races are huge helps. Because you don't have to go around clearing rooms looking for your item room. You just find that instantly and then go looking for your boss fight like Cobalt just did. And you're about to see the strategy you always want to incorporate on Monstro 2 on the left. Basically make him derp face, walk to the other side of him. He'll keep in the same pattern. Derp face him, walk to the other side, same pattern. There's health up, by the way, for FullMetalGambit, and he moves on to his Depths 1. So again, the same floor that Cobalt is on, but Gambit is just starting it, whereas Cobalt is just about to be finished with it. Yep, for right now, it's just bragging rights, basically. I said after the next floor, didn't I? That's what I meant, at least. I'm sorry. If I said this floor, I meant depths 2. I'm sorry. But yeah, that was a huge health up find for Gambit right there. Coming from 1 heart to go up to 2, that is a huge, huge sigh of relief. And the wire coat hanger for some tier speed up for, or I'm sorry, fire rate up, not tier speed. I can't say that anymore. Fire rate up for CobaltStreak. And then his item room port gets him Bob's Curse, so he has poison on his bombs, got 5 extra bombs out of it. However, also gave all enemies with bombs the same ability, so they all have poison bombs as well now. So keep that in mind as well if you pick that up. And right on into his mom fight, because Cobalt has this internal compass working for him tonight, apparently. Casper keeps loaning out that internal compass to people, I swear. So already Cobalt fighting the first of 2 moms fights that we will have in this race. Excuse me, that is for both racers individually, by the way. He is at 12 minutes and 30 seconds right now, to let you know. Well, this is the 30-second mark, so 12 minutes and 30 seconds right now, and he is give or take halfway through his mom fight here on Depths 2. So these 2 are flying right now, and I do mean flying. Is there a reward for beating all the challenges? No, it's just each individual challenge has a reward to it, Canadian. And then if you're going to 100% the game, you have to beat them all, for obvious reasons. But each one of the challenges has its own individual reward, but not all of them total, if that makes sense. Yeah, what's up, Ben? How you doing? Yeah, right, since when is this ADGQ? Telling you, they should have had Cobalt there to speedrun this game. He would have freaking destroyed anything. Destroyed it. Holy crap, are you serious, Matt? Like, are you serious on that? Because if so, that's freaking ridiculously awesome of you. And looks like that was Brother Bobby, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. That's Brother Bobby for FullMetalGambit. So a follower that shoots out base damage tiers. Not the greatest, but hey, it's damage up. You can never argue extra DPS. Hey, what's up, Ready Made? How you doing? What's up, Ken? Wow, dude, that's awesome of you. All right, so apparently they're playing for $100 because I've got nothing to give to them as a victory prize at the moment. Our sponsor backed out about 3 days before the league started. So we have literally nothing but bragging rights to give away, but it looks like Matt's going to wind up doing something pretty freaking awesome for the winner. Hey, what's up, Ben Rocks? How you doing? How do you unlock the last challenge? That is the Purist Challenge. You have to be able to get to the chest, I believe, in the first place to be able to have that unlocked. Ben. Funny part about that, if Cobalt wins, he's already got it, I'm pretty sure. So I was giving him crap the other night when I was going through his games list and like, aw, isn't that just cute? So I'm pretty sure he's got that. Cobalt can't go 2-0 on all of his races. He's lost a match already. Awaken Smoke was the last person that had not lost a match, but he lost his first match last week. I think it was last week. It was last week or the week before to Diana. But yeah, Cobalt had lost a match to... Oh, who did that? Who gave him the 1 match loss? I don't remember now. Holy crap, Matt. Damn, dude. I gotta say, that is pretty freaking awesome, dude. Shuffler, thank you. It was Fat Shuffler beat him. You're correct. And Gambit has found his boss fight here. So again, he is at this point, boy, I can't speak, about 2 floors behind, almost, we'll say about 1.5 floors at this point behind CobaltStreak, who is flying through his Womb 1 as well. Doesn't really need those keys, but he'll take them anyways. Ooh, finds a dead end. Never mind. I thought he was going to get lucky and find his boss fight over here, but... Wow, apparently I can't read its map at all. Oh yeah, Cobalt won, but we do a best of 3. So he won 2-1. So the point is he still can't win all of his matches because he's lost 1. So at this point, everybody's dropped 1 of the rounds in one of their races. So nobody is officially undefeated, though... I mean, that's just having the matchup within the race. There are still 3 undefeateds going around, one of which is CobaltStreak. Awaken Smoke is ahead of him by 1 game because Cobalt's got a makeup to race. And Wolf in the other division is also undefeated. So we still have quite a few, but the undefeateds are going to start matching up. I believe next week is Awakened Smoke versus CobaltStreak. And then I know week 11 is Cobalt versus Wolf. Yep, Wolf's 5-0. Nice. There's some more health up for FullMetalGambit. Just what he was looking for, because he desperately needs more. Anything is a huge help for health when you're down that low. And here we go, just shy of 17 minutes. Cobalt's already at his Wound 1 boss. So again, we're going to see if he can't pull off that sub 20, but he's going to have to fly through his Wound 2. Hell yeah, yes me. What's up, Wolf? How you doing, sir? Oh, okay, Ashley. Absolutely. Alright, so Cobalt just about done with Blast Assist. This is one of the easier bosses you could ever hope for on the Wound 1. Oh, and gets the pentagram for damage up. Nice. Very nice find. So he'll be moving on to the Wound 2. Again, this is the last floor that we need to race in these races. Again, though, we do a best of 3, so even if Cobalt finishes off this floor first, he'll take a 1-0 lead, but that's only in match. So keep in mind, to win the entire night, he has to win 2 of those. So at any point that one of these two beats Mom's heart, we'll reset both racers, start again with match number 2, and then go from there. But like I said, it is a best of 3, so this will not end it completely. This will only give Cobalt a 1-0 lead if he does finish this off. But again, all he's looking for is a boss fight. There are no item rooms, there are no shops in the womb. The other thing you have to watch out for, everything hits you for a full heart of damage down here. So definitely watch out for that stuff. But as you can see, Cobalt has Spectral Tears and Flying, so he can just hang out over actual rocks and never get hit. Ooh, and gets a Joker card out of it too. Yeah, which I kind of forgot, being that he's on the Womb 2, is guaranteed to be the way down to Shale, so he actually could have thought about that and gone on to Shale if he wanted. Because we've had Magic D250 accidentally port himself into an I Am Error room on the Womb 2. And created the rule that basically if you skip Mom's Heart, you have to get a Mom kill on your file to win. So the way to do that, Mom's Foot does not count as a Mom kill, keep that in mind. Only her Heart does. So if you skip the Heart, you have to either kill off, if you're going up to, I don't know how the heck you do it, but if you get up to the Cathedral, you could kill that off, but you're only going to be able to get down to Shale, I think, is the only way you could do that teleport. Nonetheless, at that point, you would have to kill the Devil off to get the win. So Magic D250 did that in the first ever race, by the way, along with getting the win. So you got to watch out for things of that nature. Very nice use of the death card by CobaltStreak. He's going to pass on those pills because he almost always does. What's up, Vince Rage? How you doing? And speaking of Magic, right as I talk about him. Hey, look at that. Damn, Cobalt with that internal compass yet again. Didn't really have to look too far and has already found his Mom's Heart fight. So he's going to be going on in here. Wow, another Joker card. He's been getting those handed to him all night, too. This is getting kind of ridiculous. So anyways, this is the fight that would finish off round number 1 here. So again, we do a best of 3, though, so keep that in mind. Even if Cobalt even if Cobalt kills this, let's be real honest, he's going to. Because those that have seen him play, he's not going to die with 6 hearts. Either way. If he finishes this off, he'll take a 1-0 lead, and then, like I said, we'll reset and we'll do this all over again, looking for the first person to win twice. And by the way, right now we have just crossed the 20-minute mark, so it was very close to a sub-20-minute run yet again. Hey, what's up, Magic? How you doing? And what's up, Raiders? Yeah, Magic doesn't raid. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? And thank you, Magic, for the raid. But just like that, Cobalt is ripping on through Mom's Heart. And that is gonna do her for the first round. There we go. So that'll do it for the first round. Very nice job there by CobaltStreak, who takes a very quick 1-0 lead. So again, great job there. Again, we will wind up resetting very quickly. We'll take a really quick break here. I'm going to wind up running a commercial or two because I need a refill. But nonetheless, we're going to wind up resetting both racers, like I said. Great job by CobaltStreak. Also, great job by FullMetalGambit. That was just over a 20-minute run. So again, give me one quick second here to run a few ads. Exactly, Magic. So give me 1 minute, guys. I will be right back, and we will start up round 2. Looks like Cobalt's having a little bit of fun taking out the devil here while we're doing so. So if you guys want, let me while I'm running the ads, I'll give you the links. You can head on over there, too, and give both of these two some support. So I will be right back, guys. We'll get round 2 underway momentarily. Alrighty, looks like we are clear. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Right as I hack up a launch, hopefully I muted in time. Anyways, so it looks like we're clear. We'll be starting up round 2 momentarily here, again, at the Racer's convenience. But again, what's up, Magic? Thank you for the raid. I know you're probably out smoking and can't hear me, but either way. What's up, Eagle? And what's up, B-Star? And what's up, I just missed it, Puking. That's where it was. Cookies. Cookies. Anyways, doing great, Eagle. Thank you, man. So just letting them know in case they can't hear me, we are good to go when you are. Boy, I can't type while I talk out loud. I'm being really stupid now. Anyways, yeah, it's going to look like a frozen screen because there's nothing going on right now. We're waiting to start up round 2 here. These two are on a Skype call, so they'll start at their own convenience, basically, but I just had to type that out and let them know what was going on. Yeah, right. You're not a dick, you're a chub. Puking. I feel the love. I feel the love. What's up, Isa? How you doing? Oh, man. So anyways, again, for those that didn't see the first round, we raced down to the Womb 2. So whoever beats Mom's Heart first gets a point, which you can see the score down at the bottom of the screen. We do a best of 3. So right now, CobaltStreak on the left is ahead 1-0. He's going to look to finish this off if he can kill Mom's Heart first with a 2-0 win and stay undefeated. FullMetalGambit looking to even it up and keep himself from dropping to 500 on the year because he's 3-2 right now. So he's looking to move himself up in his divisional playoff position because his division is crazy close. So it's going to get a little interesting in that one to get the playoffs all set. The other divisions are slightly easier to figure out, but the division that these two are in is really close. So every win seriously matters up there. Ooh, sushi. I haven't had that in forever. I'm very, very picky about that, but some of it's darn good. Also, why is Cobalt not showing up as a mod on my screen still? What is up with this? No, not the one I was trying to click. There we go. Weird. Alright, so apparently I have to, like, remod everybody every time, so... yeah, there we go. Yeah, soon. But yep, we're good to go anytime, so I don't know if they can hear me or not, but that will work. There we go. Awesome. So they are both underway. Wow, that started instantly. So yeah, there's 0 delay between the two. Awesome. So like I said, they being on a Skype call their own start on that one, and we are underway here in round 2. So again, good luck to both. CobaltStreak looking to finish it off. FullMetalGambit looking to tie it up. And double card right away. Ooh, Monstrous Tooth. Not the greatest of space use items. Cobalt will take it though. That'll actually summon Monstro down to smash something. You'll probably see it against the boss. Let's see. Gambit still looking for both item and... oop, well, there you go. So there's Monstro coming down, crushing the boss for you, but Cobalt's going to wind up with the Headless Horseman's horse after this, so he'll be able to fly right off the bat. Floor 1 flying. Not a bad find, ever. That in fact, is a serious bro right there. Being able to fly that early, yes please. And Gambit's got both his item room and boss fight connected. And what's up, Spartan? How you doing? Full Metal Gumby. Oh, man. There's so many good nicknames coming out for him tonight. I'm going to have a field day with this. Oh, man, this is too good. All right, so Cobalt the first to move on down to the next floor at about 1:10. Gambit wound up with Infestation as his item, so when he gets hit, or if he gets hit, I should say, that will actually spawn Frenzel the End Flies to attack for him. What's up, Guppy's Tail? How you doing? And thank you. Boy, I almost screwed your name up terribly. Is it... where's the L at? I can't tell if that's Clitler or if it's Kiltler. I can't tell which way that is. I'm sorry. I can't tell if that L is on the other side of the I or not. Either way, what's up? And thank you very much for the compliment. I really appreciate it. Yep, Full Metal Gumbo. Damn it, now I'm hungry. See what you've done? Yeah, exactly. Like, how often do you see flying available to you on floor 1? Unless it's like Transcendence in your hidden room. But you never see the Headless Horseman I never do. I never see the Headless Horseman on floor 1. I can say that much. But like I said, I just can't tell where the L's at the moment. My screen's too far away, so... which is terrible. But there's some range up for FullMetalGambit and some health up because he got an Eternal Heart there. So if you take those Eternal Hearts down with you, 1/2 of them down to the next floor turns into a full red heart container. If you build 2 on the same floor, it does the exact same thing for you. Hey, what's up, Loki? How you doing? Oh, wow. First item room was D6. Nice. Damn right, Ashy. Damn right. Hell yeah to Full Metal Alchemist. By the way, Brotherhood, way better than the original for those that haven't seen it. Just going to put that out there. If you have not seen Brotherhood, you'll completely forget the first one ever existed. It's way more accurate to the manga. Like, way more accurate, and it's so much better. Alright, so the Devil card that CobaltStreak just used actually gives you a Book of Belial usage. That's time and a half damage multiplier, and that will overcap you, even though there is no damage cap. So anything will actually overcap you, but just to let you know, even if it won't show on your screen, you will still get a damage increase. And let's see what Gambit gets. Ugh, holy water. He'll take it because he doesn't have any other followers, but that's basically a... and Little Steve, by the way, for CobaltStreak, so the same homing shot follower that CobaltStreak, or that Full Metal had last run. Wow, more pills and cursed rooms for CobaltStreak. That is all he's finding in there. What is he doing? Oh, he's got a blood challenge room. That's what Cobalt's doing. I was wondering why he kept injuring himself. I didn't see the blood challenge room. Wow, Gambit reset. He wasn't happy with that. So the attack fly now is Gambit's new first item. And CobaltStreak with that 1 heart, very nice, goes into his blood challenge room, finds some health up, so he's at 4 hearts now. Always a great find in your blood challenge rooms. Again, I tend to not get that lucky. It tends to be the item box in there for me, like, every time I go in. So I don't even bother with most of these, but CobaltStreak doing a kind of risky move, but at the same point, a very smart move this early. And back on to Gambit's first boss, this time gets Larry Jr. So again, when he reset, he didn't lose that much time. He is still behind here, but he didn't lose as much time as he could have if he died just for having those bad items. Yeah, Cobalt always gets all the luck. Ooh, what's my favorite anime? You think he actually wanted the box? He probably did, because he needs keys. He wanted to get into his item room, so I guarantee he wanted to get the item box in there, but no such luck. He didn't get a key to spawn at the end either. That's what we were hoping for. I was about to say he could still get one, but no such luck, obviously. Wow, and that wasn't his secret room either. He got hosed on that. He could actually bomb into his store, but he has no money. So again, moot point. Yep, I was going to say, will he grab that heart, though? Yes, he will. Starting to question that one. Alright, let's see if Gambit gets anything good out of a curse room. Guppy's Paw, I'd call that decent. So Guppy's Paw will actually replace 1 red heart with 3 soul hearts for you. So in a race, that actually saved Fat Shuffler's 1 run. Ooh. Cobalt's going to say no to the Roid Rage. Interesting. I think that was Roid Rage. Green one is range and speed up, if I'm not mistaken. But Cobalt actually says no to that, because that's basically the extent of killing off 3 full rooms to take that item. So if it was something like health up again, I guarantee he would have taken it. But the fact that you have to kill off about 3 rooms worth of enemies, he was making this comment earlier in his stream. When you're racing, 3 extra rooms is 3 extra rooms. So it's really one of those time constraint things, and you have to do a lot of thinking about your strategy within the races. So CobaltStreak, if you're wondering why he passed that item, is because you have to kill 3 rooms worth of enemies, and he didn't want to take the extra time. Anyways, saw the question though, my favorite anime, probably Bleach. Even though it didn't technically go all the way through the entire manga and has stopped already, I would still put that one out there because that's what really got me into watching other animes. And then like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood's one of my favorites. Death Note's pretty cool. Trying to think what else. Can't think of other ones off the top of my head. And yes, Cobalt is undefeated. He is 4-0 right now because, yeah, he's 4-0 because he didn't do one of his races from like week 2 that he still has to make up. And now Cobalt's getting keys and has also found his boss fight. But yes, he is 4-0 right now. The only thing that he has lost was within one of his races. He lost basically the one match. He won 2-1 is what I'm trying to say. So he has lost one of those, but he is undefeated within the league itself. Yeah, see, I never got into to Naruto too much. Something about the whole, like, yeah, you know, yelling all the time, just, no. Just no thanks. Ooh, lots of good choices in here. Actually, a lot of really good choices. Actually, I take back what I said, too. G Gundam actually got me started on anime in the first place. So I can't even say Bleach did. It was G Gundam that got me started. So that one was pretty boss, too. I really enjoyed that. And yeah, for those that haven't seen Full Metal Alchemist, oh, do it. I don't care if you watch the original or Brotherhood, watch them both, because they're so good. Brotherhood is way, way, way more accurate to the manga, though, which is way darker, might I add. Like, way darker. But it's a way better story, in my opinion. It makes much more sense. Alright, so Cobalt looks to be done with his Caves 1 floor literally completely, except for getting into his item room or his secret rooms, but he doesn't really tend to waste time. Not waste time, but he doesn't like to use time actually finding secret rooms in his races. So he is going to move on to Caves 2. So again, a pretty, not insurmountable lead, but pretty big lead at this point. And Gambit is moving on to Caves 1. So again, full floor lead at the moment for CobaltStreak. Gambit did reset at one point. He did not die, he reset. Because he was not happy with his items. Ooh, very nice. So there's his full floor for him. He knows that he's got 2 item rooms. Doctor's remote, not the greatest thing. He's going to pick it up so that it doesn't show back up again, minimally. Wow, he's going to leave Guppy's paw. Alright, so case in point, you don't always want to switch your red hearts out, and Full Metal Gambit is one of those people. That did save Fat Shuffler's run the other night big time, but Full Metal says no thanks, and he's going to leave without switching out the hearts. School the Undefeated of the East. Nice, Ben. Ah, I've actually watched that one, Sin. Did not mention that, but yes, I have watch code. Definitely cool, but I've not watched all of it, so I don't know that much on it yet, but I just got to get more into it, honestly. Or actually sit down and watch more of it. I mean, like, Bleach was the same way. It started off so slow for me, but then Season 2 picked up, and it was just like, I love it. Oh, you can never go wrong with Cowboy Bebop. Dang right, Sammy. You would always keep Guppy's paw because having no red hearts is actually really good once you beat Mom and have guaranteed beat. Yes, this is very true. Which where Murda said there, whatever, I can't say her name. Which where said, I can't say her name tonight. I have no idea why. Anyways, what he said there was exactly true. Once you get the Polaroid, if you have no red hearts whatsoever, it's actually a benefit. Because at that point, anytime you get hit, if you're holding onto the Polaroid, you get a 5-second damage shield. Couldn't think of the right word. But you're invincible for the next 5 seconds. So you can utilize a lot of things having the Polaroid with no red hearts. So it is worthwhile sometimes. Ooh, $3 bill. Yeah, Gambit's going to say no thanks to that. That would give you random types of shots in every room. So sometimes you may have 0 range and have number 1. And that would not work out well. Wow, check this out. Dead Dove for Full Metal Gambit as well. So flying again on both sides, and Gambit also gets Spectral Tears out of that. So that's the item CobaltStreak had on the last run, for those wondering. So why is Bleach not having any more episodes made? Basically what they did, and thank you very much, The Bad. I appreciate the comment there. I just saw that too. But Bleach is not doing any more episodes because I think they over-fillered the anime, quite honestly. There were more filler episodes than actual canon episodes. And I think that really lost them a lot of viewership. And they basically canceled the actual anime before it was even done with one of the arcs. I don't think they even finished the Fullbring arc. But yeah, they were pretty close to being caught right back up with the manga. And they took 2 years off. 2 years off at one point. They caught up to the manga again in like 6 months. So they didn't know how to space well. They should have planned that out so much better and spaced it out way better than they did. But they screwed up. They made stupid mistakes. No, I never have, Tad. Yeah, Claymore's another one I hear is freaking amazing, so I gotta check that out too. So many I gotta get to. By the way, gambling time over in Cobalt Stream. The gambling stops when I run out of money. He's actually probably looking for some keys and bombs at this point, just to be safe. Ooh, very nice. Speaking of those keys. And bombs. Ooh, and an magician card, so that'll replace that pill he wants no part of. And he's going to switch back out the trinkets. So again, he had the Ace of Spades. That had a chance to spawn more cards for him, as you saw it did. Basically, switch that out for Cancer, which will double your shot rate and again overcap you. That does cap out on your screen with stats, but it will double cap that. So if you have maxed out, it will do double tier rate completely, and it gets nutty. Gambit is fighting the Fallen at the moment, so he's got the Devil Room items as his rewards coming up here. So could be anything from Brother Bobby to Brimstone to Mom's Knife to he better keep running because he's a little too slow for the... I was going to say he's a little too slow to be getting away from that if he runs the wrong way, and lo and behold, that Brimstone shot got him because, like I said, the speed on Gambit, not the greatest right now. So he just paid for that pretty heavily there with his life, so he is back to Basement 1. Gets a nice starting on him, though, with Super Meat Fan. Or Super Meat Boy Superfan, I should say. Boy, I can talk. But again, that puts CobaltStreak very much so in the lead at this point. So that is a tough death to eat right there. When you have very slow speed, and again, Gambit's got pretty slow speed right now because that gives you speed down. But he was trying to plan where he would get a free bomb on that item rock and did a beautiful job doing that. So at least he gets Soul Hearts to replace what he just lost. And early on, that half a heart damage really not going to do too much to you. Alright, well, without that 15 cents to buy the battery, which he doesn't really need that bad anyways, Cobalt uses all of his money, takes a Soul Heart out of his store, and we'll be moving on to his boss. Looks like he's got the Husk. Pretty easy bosses tonight for him. So far, at least. So far. Yeah, who needs to talk? Actions work better. Darn right. You know, as sad as that is, Ducat, I've heard so much crap about, like, the ending to Neon, you know, blah, 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 I can't say the whole name, but, you know, Evangelion, basically. I've heard so much crap about that, I've not seen one bit of it. Not 1 second. Yeah, I saw that too, Twink. I saw that because Malatrix brought that to my attention. That scared me slightly, quite honestly. A live-action version of of an anime is a scary thing. Like, I could almost see Bleach working for that, as weird as that is. And, like, we were having a discussion about, like, what actors would you put in for, you know, what particular characters. And I always thought those were kind of interesting. But, I don't know, live-action for animes scares me. It really does. How so, Eagle? You mean for the info section, or do you want to, you mean like on the screen, like for the cast itself? Alright, interesting find. So CobaltStreak with Horror Babylon there. If he gets down to half a red heart, so if he can find more Soul Hearts and get himself dropped down to half a red heart, he would actually, you saw him actually increase in size and turn into what looked like a monster, basically. That really maxes out your damage, like really helps you max that out. Gives you a huge damage boost, like I said. Does make you huge, though. So it is a bit of a trade-off, but if he can get himself a lot of Soul Hearts, he will actually probably use that, because more damage up is always a good thing. Mind you, like I said, being a large target, not the best of things. Yeah, see, Xenoxis, that's what scares me, right there. Exactly, Xenoxis. There's things that will scare you about live-action anime, like, or just make you cry. Like, this is so not right. And, like, can you imagine them trying to do, like, you know, Byakuya Kuchiki's, like, you know, anything with his sword in a live-action film? It'd obviously be CG'd, but can you imagine? It just wouldn't seem right. Alright, Steam sale, and yet again on the basement we see a Headless Horseman, by the way. I'd just like to point out how this has happened to both racers tonight now, and this, like, never happens for me. I would love to see this boss on the basement more often. I'd love to replace my Space Use or my lack of Space Use item with a flying ability. Man, would that be nice. These two are getting lucky tonight. But Cobalt's ripped through his Depths 1 boss. Ooh, there's his item box that he was looking for a few floors ago. That Bloody Penny's kind of interesting. If he had more time and a blood machine, He would actually utilize the ever-living hell out of that. You can basically break the game money-wise with that. That is a really great trinket. But again, in a race, Cancer definitely wins over the Bloody Penny. So there's flying yet again for FullMetalGambit. So that'll increase his speed also, which he got a speed down with the Super Meat Fan. So that is a nice find, keep in mind. Ducat, I just read that. Trust me, I'm not Kitsu. Oh, God. For those who don't know, we have a Skype call for the moderators, and we all chatted. And yeah, I know where Ducat's going with that. There's been a few, like, what did I just watch links in there? Oh, man. This is why I love you guys. It's all about having fun. That's why we're here, guys. Like, thankfully, y'all are about having fun, too. This isn't like one of those, like, oh, it's got to be absolutely serious leagues. Like, I prefer this so much more. I'm so glad you guys are into this, too. I mean, don't misunderstand me. I like, you know, serious, like, competition leagues and whatnot, but I like having a little bit of fun in the process, too. So, by the way, Sacrificial Dagger for FullMetalGambit. Let me explain the difference between that and Mom's Knife. Obviously, notice that the dagger is just floating around Gambit. It is an orbital. It only does damage if things get in really close to you. So if you're going to faceplant stuff, or you have Poison Touch and you're a tank, it's awesome. So there's that D6 going bye-bye. Gambit takes the flying with him. He's onto his caves. Excuse me. Anyways, Mom's Knife, the actual weapon, points straight up, has no blood on it when you pick it up. The Sacrificial Dagger that Gambit just got, the orbital, points down and has blood on it. So there's the difference. That's how you're going to know the difference when you see him in an item room. So again, like, you may not want the Sacrificial Dagger. If you have a D6, you may want to re-roll it if it's legal, unlike in this league. But beside the point, if you could, and now you know the difference, you wouldn't want to re-roll Mom's Knife, most likely. However, you may want to re-roll the Sacrificial Dagger. So now you know. Yeah, see, Otaku knows what's up. Yeah, like, and I've seen that too, for that matter. Like, how many times did you guys trade that one game on Steam the one night? Oh, yes, completely agree with what Vance said. Now, don't misunderstand me. I'm not knocking the Sacrificial Dagger. It is an absolutely great item. Like I said, if you have a lot of health and you can tank it up, that is a phenomenal item, especially against the last two bosses, Isaac and the Blue Baby. I thought Gambit was trying to bomb into his item room there for a second. I was about to start laughing at him and questioning him, but then I saw the item rock at the very last second. Okay, never mind. So speaking of item rocks, there's one for Cobalt as well with a couple soul hearts in it. Like I was saying, if he can build up a lot of these, he does have Horror Babylon sitting there, so if he wanted damage up, he could enact that. That pretty useless store for him again, so he's only going to take the soul heart and move on. Oh, excuse me, sorry about that again. Hopefully I'm getting those mutes in time. Ever. Oh god, yeah, Ducat. I remember the days of AOL Instant Messenger and ICQ all day long. Yeah, that's like the only way to converse with people. I don't miss those days. Oh, like I said, here's Cobalt using the Blood Machine to get himself down, as you saw the Castlevania 2 reference there. What a terrible night, or a horrible night to have a curse. So there he is as the Horror Babylon now, with his 5 soul hearts blocking him. So he will be constantly having that active, so he is at pretty darn nice damage right now. Yeah, ICQ got bought out by AOL. MSN shutting down, thank God. That thing has been a waste for a while, quite honestly. Mom's Pearl. Too bad that Cobalt's got cancer already, because he may have thought about replacing that, but cancer's going to win in this situation. No question. What's up, Nunchucks? How you doing tonight? Remember dial-up? Yes. Yes, I do. Sadly, yes, I do. Wow, the lucky toe. See, if I were Cobalt right now, I might actually consider, while I'm doing the rest of my gambling, switching out cancer with the lucky toe. I don't know if that's going to matter so much on this particular gambling machine, but I think it might. So I might switch it out just for the remainder of this time. He's probably playing it safe, though, in case the tick shows up. Because I know that I wouldn't want any part of the tick right now. I'd rather keep the cancer with the double fire rate that Cobalt's got. It's going to do him a lot more good. And he can get, whoop, yeah, he doesn't want any money, that's for sure. So he's actually going to pass on Diana's Crown. Again, that room would take him about 3 rooms worth of enemies to finish off. So he wants no part of that. Dragonfly. How you doing? And I'll try to get another one in there if the cat's still around, which I don't see him at the moment, sadly. Oh yeah, I do. He's sleeping in front of the space heater. Oh god. My cat, ladies and gentlemen, sleeping about a foot away from a space heater. Safety first. Alright, so Cobalt the first one onto his mom fight yet again. Like I said, Full Metal took a death after having also reset, so he is rather far behind on Caves 1 at the moment. But again, do not count him out, because just one item can make a huge difference in this game. And you just never know. But Cobalt looking to take out Mom here, excuse me, and be the first to move on to the womb yet again. Again, Cobalt does not mess around. Right now, after Gambit's reset and the death, we're at the 10-minute mark, so I don't know exactly how long we've been going on this run, but Cobalt's done some gambling too, so keep that in mind. I guarantee this will not be under a 20-minute run. Oh god, Otaku. I'm so sorry. Do I even want to know how it's like, oh, you've got 20,572 messages. Crap. Oh, apparently I talked too much crap about the cat. He woke up. Yep, nope, Shovel is outlawed in this league. So basically, as you can see there, the Bible, Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus, the Shovel, and Ipecac are all outlawed in the league. By the way, range up there for CobaltStreak. The crappy part is that he accidentally picked up half a heart. So now he's not going to be the Whore of Babylon, and he's going to have a damn near impossible time unless he finds a half a heart, getting back down to that half a red heart. Whoa. That was an odd charge there. That was really weird. That was really strange. Anyways, those are outlawed items like I was talking about. If you have your D6, you can roll them again and turn them into something else. But basically, if it turns into an outlawed item, you just have to keep re-rolling it or leave it. Once it turns into something that is not outlawed, again, you either have to take it or leave it. Now, Joker card on an XL womb floor. Yeah, that's not going to help CobaltStreak, because that will not actually give him any items. That'll just be a way down to Shale, which he wants no part of again. So again, one of the tricks here on these mini-Gerties, if they're charging at you, what you can see Cobalt doing there, I just found this out the other night and never knew this before, but if you hit them with a bomb while they're charging, they stop their charge. So if you're worried about 3 of them, just drop a bomb in the center and hope that they charge into the bomb, because that will actually stop them. So I never knew that until last night. Like, you learn new things all the time. Yeah, that's not a bad point, Otaku. Otaku makes a really good call there. So again, let me explain real quick. We only race to Mom's heart. However, the way that Otaku just brought it up is that I may actually consider using that Joker card. That'll give you a way down to Shale. The trick with it is the magic D250 rule, as we call it. If you skip over Mom's heart here on the Womb 2, which is the normal finishing point, you have to get a Mom kill on your account to be able to count it. Ow, cat, you just clawed me in the spine. Anyways, so you can kill the devil and have that count as well. So that is up to him. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry for the hiccup. Excuse me, let me finish that statement. So that is up to him, and Otaku makes a great point that honestly, there's no XL version of the of Shale. So technically speaking, Cobalt could make this quicker on himself. It'd be a little bit tougher, but he could make it a little bit quicker on himself, finding a boss room, and then only have to fight 1 boss instead of 2. So technically that would be legal, because that is up to him. If he wants to make it tougher on himself and fight Shale instead of the Womb XL, that is his call. But again, as weird as that is, because that would be like a Shovel usage, stuff like that where it's the one-time thing makes it okay. Hey, more soul hearts for CobaltStreak. He's happy about that. Oh yeah, I got it already, Synoxis. I think it actually automatically installs, but yeah, it's ridiculously cool stuff too. like ridiculously cool randomization stuff. And for what I'm talking about, by the way, XCOM, the new one for PC, just got some new DLC that randomizes it like hardcore. So like if you thought it was tough already, you can make it way tougher on yourself. What's an XL floor? Good question. That is actually, in this case, it's the Womb 1 and the Womb 2 shoved together into one floor. So normally, had this been, let's say, the depths, or in Gambit's case, the caves, which, by the way, Charm of the Vampire, he'll heal every few kills. I think it's 13. Anyways, it's basically, like I said, the 2 floors jammed together. So 2 boss fights, it normally would have 2 item rooms if you had a floor with item rooms on it. The Womb doesn't have them, though, so that's out of the question in Cobalt's case in particular. But, however, it only has 1 store, only has 1 secret room, and 1 super secret room. So you kind of lose out on a few of those, but again, you find basically all this crammed together, even the floor size, all crammed together into one. Yep, DLC came out already. When you go into your options, when you start the game, there is a thing in the lower left that basically gives you all the options, and it's just a bunch of stuff that you can change as far as like randomization of stats, the amount of money that countries give you, like if you get hit, you lose stats, things of that nature. Like you can make it pretty tough on yourself, and then there's a bunch that you can unlock by beating the game with those turned on. So it's a really cool DLC, and it's free. So it's, you know, how can you go wrong? It's free. And then if you see the, like the $8 one, I can't think of what it's called, but it's got some dude on the picture of it. I wouldn't bother with it. It only gives you about 3 extra quests. So it's cool, but meh. And check that out. Cobalt's found his boss fights already. So he's going to have 2 back-to-back boss fights, the second one being Mom's Heart here. Which the funny part is he's also got... Oh, and now he's got to do a Loki dance afterwards. Cue up that Loki dance, folks. It's coming. Oh, good question, Cajun. I'll play it at some point in the near future again. I just got to find time again. I've been doing the League pretty much like non-stop, and I don't have time for anything else, quite honestly. As weird as that is, I have very, very little free time. Even though I've been taking a few days off, I've been doing non-stop work for stuff, so I've got very little free time, sadly. It's Loki! No. Just because I know he ain't doing the dance at the moment because he's in the middle of a race, I'll at least give you that portion of it so you get your fill, but cue that one up for Cobalt. I love reading his chat too, like, belly rub? Yeah, and it means extra large, yes. Sorry about that. So here we go. Like I said, with the Mom's Heart fight, this is where we finish off. Looks like Cobalt's going to save his bombs for the enemies in the middle, because he's only got 4. But again, if Cobalt can finish this off, nice. Yep, he's going to cheat this in a minute, it looks like. Or he's actually going to get hearts out of it. How about that? Couldn't get too much more lucky in there. I know what he's looking for, but... Cobalt's looking to basically cheat this a little bit here. Which we'll see if he can actually do it or not. But this is the... Cobalt's the person that actually taught me this trick, so we'll see if he can pull this one off or not. Slingshot, that's the name of the DLC. Thank you. I would say no unless you can get it really cheap. I wouldn't bother with that. It only gives you like 3 or 4 extra missions. They're pretty cool missions, but they're kind of the same thing, just extended. It's not that great. Yeah, he's trying to get more bombs out of it. Case in point. Oh, that's right. He's using a backup save file, so he doesn't give a crap about respawning the boss. What he could have done here is he could have left that for the end, and he could have actually respawned this boss. So I was thinking about that, like he wanted to add extra wins onto his streak, but he's using a backup save file, so it's moot point. So never mind what I was thinking there. But yes, you can actually respawn bosses, as weird as that is. Basically, if I'm not mistaken, you have to get a fly spawn in the room and leave. And then come back in, it'll think, oh, there was still something not killed in there, so started from scratch. And it resets the whole thing, so you can actually get extra mom kills. So I know he's done that a few times, so that's what I thought he was doing, but then it occurred to me, A, we're in a race, which, by the way, Cobalt's almost got this one won. But nonetheless, like I was saying, A, we're in a race, and B, he doesn't really need to respawn that, being that he's on his other save file. So, yeah, moot point. Oh, it only works with a dead, too, for that matter. But yeah, he desperately was looking for more bombs, obviously. Because I even made the comment at the beginning. I thought he was going to lay bombs down to kill those eyes, but with only 4, he wanted to save him. So again, case in point, I know he wanted some bombs out of that. But no such luck. He'll be pretty close to having the heartbeat down the entire time, though. I bet he really wishes through all this that he would have kept his Horror Babylon active, though. Just to have that extra damage, because as you can see, Gambit's catching up. Not that quick, but he is catching... Ow. He is catching up, though. That one had to hurt. He's trying to utilize the sacrificial... Or the sacrificial knife as well. But Gambit already on Depths 1 after having a death and a reset on the 2nd floor. So like I said, never count people out. Like, Gambit flew through this. Wow. And gets Mutant Spider for that quad shot. Man, he's got a build going on this one, too. So like I said, it's just you get some random items sometimes that are going to be like, dang. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of actually getting kind of lucky with them sometimes. Or making what you have work. One of the two. Why does Mom's Heart look like Isaac? That is actually, it lives, so that is, once you kill Mom's Heart 9 times, it turns into that. So normally it looks like a heart, but it turns into a fetus, basically, at that point. The storyline is kind of convoluted, and I don't think Edmunds, the creator, has actually ever said the exact meaning behind all this stuff, but it's kind of open to interpretation. But at some point in the game, you basically kill yourself, if that tells you anything. The game's pretty twisted. So, like I said, he's never gone over the exact specifics of it, but it's pretty twisted. Oh god, and he has Spider Bite. I didn't even see that. Wow. So quad shot and slowing effects, so 2 spider items in that same run. Dang. That's pretty crazy. And it is Isaac? Okay. I didn't know that he had actually come out and said that one. I'd never heard him actually say that, and I don't read the wiki that close, so I only know what I've actually heard him say, because I tend to be in most casts where he's on Skype with whoever it is, whether it be Man or he was just on ADGQ, Awesome Games Done Quick. But, like, I tend to pay attention to when he's actually talking. And it looks like a Gish fight for Gambit. Again, it's probably going to be too little too late, because Cobalt is about a little under halfway through. Or a little over halfway through, I should say, killing his boss. And by the way, we do only race to Mom's Heart during the regular season. I know Cobalt was explaining it earlier, and skipped one of them, actually. But once we get to the playoffs, which is week 12, and we're in week 6 right now, so we're halfway there. Well, living on a prayer. You get the idea. I'm going to get sued by Bon Jovi for doing that one day. Nonetheless, basically when we start the playoffs, round 1 is going to go through Sheol, round 2 through the Cathedral, and then round 3, the finals, will go all the way through the chest. And at that point, we're going to let the racers also pick everything from, you know, like, sub-rule set to who they're actually racing with. So we're going to make a few changes up for the finals just to make it a slight bit more interesting. So you never know, we may see some D6 available runs in the finals just to make it a little more, you know, like, well, do you want to waste time, make this awesome build or not, you know, type of thing. So we'll see what happens, but we're going to let the finalists vote on that, just to let you know. But we will advance where we're finishing later on. But speaking of finishing, Cobalt's just about done, got about 5 to 10% left here. And he is going to finish this night off at 2-0 and move himself to 5-0 on the season, ladies and gentlemen. In a tie for the lead in his division, Mr. CobaltStreak takes that win again. That Vader victory once again. Congratulations, CobaltStreak. Again, awesome races there by Gambit. Great comeback there, dude. Like, especially with the reset and the death, that was pretty damn boss on that comeback, being on Depths 1, being done with it already. So again, great job by both racers, but again, congrats to CobaltStreak. Like a boss, sir.